What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Tyler Von Iyer, and in this video we're going to be doing the next episode to our Black Eagles playthrough. It's going to be the monastery phase for chapter 2. Alright, so let's go ahead and explore. Pretty straightforward. If you haven't seen my last videos, I did pick up the consumables, but I'll show you. They are in my inventory. In my... where we at? How do I get to the freaking convoy? Items, here we go. Items. There they are. See them? Okay. That way you know we're not using them. And because of that, we're also going to go to the greenhouse and farm up the greenhouse, just to show you that we're not going to use them. I mentioned that in my first video, but you know, if you haven't watched it, now you know. All right. I'm not going to do a monastery video for every single video. I'm just going to do it till I feel like it's useless, because I kind of talk about my strategy in this, and once I've done that, you know, it's whatever. I don't need to keep doing it. So cultivate, we'll just go 0 for now. The first couple of chapters I do 0 because I'm low on gold. But let's get that. Let's grab this. I pick up all the items I can. Alright, so we are, just to go over everyone, Edelgard is going to be a sword master. Hubert is going to be an assassin, but we need to focus on reason first. He's going to be a magic assassin. So basically the strategy with Hubert is he's going to stay next to Edelgard, give that linked attack bonus. He's going to be invisible because she's going to be a sword avoid tank off on her own. And assassins with that Levin sword and magic bow get really fast. So it's a really good kind of like mobility class for a magic character. I do prefer the trickster over it, but we don't have the new classes in this or this playthrough. We're just doing the regular. So we're going assassin with Hubert. Same with Dorothea, we're going assassin. But just to go down the list, Ferdinand is going to be a paladin. Always got to go brigand first to get that death blow. Bishop for Linhardt. Caspar going to be a grappler. We're Russian bombard, and probably healing focus for that chapter with the second chapter with the Death Knight where we lose Edelgard. He'll probably be my tank. Bernadetta going to be a sniper. Dorothea, like I said, she's going to be an assassin. You know what we need to do here? Sword there. We'll just keep reason. Petra. We're rushing curve shot, but she's going to be a wyvern brigand. Alright. So let's get to it. Also, who am I going to recruit? I don't know yet. I haven't thought about that. But before I, really need to decide, I will make sure I have decided.
How about you, Professor? Do you like sweet or smooth?
I'll say sweet. Okay. Annette is always a possibility.
Would you kindly do something for me?
Yeah, I got you. Alright. Let's see here. Grab this. I am contemplating recruiting Anna, contemplating. I don't know yet. She would be another assassin.
You can't be serious. I
Let's
need your
see.
help.
What is my favorite class? It's for sure the assassin. And I love making Byleth into an assassin. But I'm not going to this playthrough. She's going to be an enlightened one. Fun fact, I have never made her an enlightened one. I mean swordmaster. She's going to be a swordmaster. But I've never gone through a full playthrough with her as an enlightened one either. So, or a swordmaster. So, kind of funny. So that's why we're doing that. But I decided I want her to be a bow-based swordmaster. And that's because, well, it kind of feels like Lyn, right? But it's also, I'm also going to have Edelgard using swords. So I don't want to have the same unit. So they'll be different units in a way. But, yeah. We'll see what happens, how it works out. Alright, we're just knocking out these quests.
Let's see.
Really?
I am gonna go the thief route. I do think thief is better than mercenary. As far as sword characters and bow characters, it just gives you more speed, possibility of more speed. I find like the 5% growth rate on the mercenary to be kind of useless, and I'm not gonna use Vantage, so there's no point. Like, it's just like Byleth heals herself, Edelgard heals herself. There's no point in getting Vantage. Now, Battalion Vantage, on the other hand, I am going to use that. Yeah, we'll see.
Here's an idea.
It's fast travel. Ah. All right. What else strategy is there in the frickin' monastery phase? Besides, you complete the quests. Okay, what do you spend your activity points on? I think the best at the beginning is the
Well,
eating, right? It's also using the professor training, whatever it is super good too, but we don't have that yet. I will focus more on feeding the students so that I have max motivation for training them at first, but then as I get closer to that sword master class, I will dump everything into sword with Byleth. So pretty much I'm going to eat with the students for every activity point at first, except when it like makes you use like, there it is, I can see it, except when it makes you use activity points on like quests and stuff. So all right, let's go over here real quick, get this last one. By the way, this is my favorite interaction early game with the students. Watch this.
oh, Professor, hello. Truth is, my undershirt got blown away by the wind. And it's not important why, it only matters that it's pale blue. Thank you so much.
Her undershirt. Okay. Now, if you go up here. I'll have to throw some editing in here. But we gotta go up to Caspar. Because guess who found her pale blue shirt? Or did he find it?
That reminds me.
Okay. We're in the training grounds. Wonder what this is.
Hey there, Professor. You here to check in on my training? Oh, that reminds me. I found this small cloth. It's kind of weird. Not really sure what it is, but it works great for wiping up sweat.
It's a. Dorothea said it was an undershirt. Caspar said it was a small cloth. It sounds like it was a
You're
bra.
a lifesaver.
Alright. We're not going to use the professor point for that, because we completed the quest from it. Oh, sorry, my phone's going off. We just silence that. Alright, we might as well eat while we're here. Today's special. Alright, we're not worried about Linhart. Who's the priority here? Caspar, Ferdinand, we might as well do that. Looks like Edelgard's maxed out. Yep. So if one of these two were missing one, I'd probably go for them because they're better early game. Like missing one little notch in their motivation. Yep, there we go. Alright. Full menu. Alright, we need Petra. Does she have? Yeah, she needs trained. And Hubert. Is there one with Petra and Hubert? Yes, there it is. Okay. Let's do that.
While I have little interest in food, I will admit...
I would be liking that great...
Little interest in food. Alright, now we'll just knock out these quests real quick and we can be done with this monastery phase.
My
And
savior,
I'll do the
thank
upgrades
you.
just to kind of... Well, I guess I'll go through the whole freaking month. I forgot. We don't just have 1 week, but the rest of the weeks actually end up going a lot faster, so... And there are some things I want to show in that. Alright, there we go. Let's go. Let's finish. Oh wait, we gotta feed the dogs. This thing's hurting my head. I'm not used to wearing this. Let's feed that cat. This becomes way more important later on. I didn't want it. Okay.
Thanks.
Good. Alright, now we can finish. Alright. Time to train.
Have you not been...
We can upgrade 3 students. Alright, so we for sure need to get curve shot on Petra.
You have... You are...
So, we might as well upgrade her. Okay, she should get it. We need to upgrade Edelgard's swords. Alright, I literally think Edelgard is going to be like the best sword master. Alright, so then it becomes who's the next priority. Now, there's a couple options here. Caspar, when he gets bombardment, is a unit, like for real. So, we might do that. But, also, Hexblade will make Dorothea a unit. Let's go. We're going to go with Caspar. And the reason is, I just want to make sure that I'm good on the chapter where he's going to go off by himself. And he's going to need healing focus. Maybe. We'll see. Alright, goals. Our goals are good. Let me just make sure. Okay, good. 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 Okay, good. Good. Uh-huh. Alright, we're good. Now, group tasks. Let's see here. If we want Petra's gonna be a wyvern. What do I have? Swordmaster, assassin, paladin. You know, I do need heavy armor with him and maybe Caspar, because that armored blow might be important. Nobody else is gonna need that. Alright, so let's group tasks. Let's do these two. Goals. Alright, we already did that. And we're ready to instruct. Begin.
Tell me something.
Alright, these are super important to gaining your... You should try... Nope, that's not it. You suggest... Nope. It's this one, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, great
These are
answer.
super important. They raise your professor level so much. So I would almost, if you don't know the answers, see that? I would save scum just to get the answers right.
Okay,
Indeed.
we finished.
Alright, the reason I'm gonna get armored blow is because sometimes the attack phase units are a little like weak, frail. Like especially those two. So I might need it later
I
game.
won't forget all
So
I
we'll
learned.
see.
As long as it makes me stronger.
One step before the next.
We'll see. I could be wrong. Okay. Nope. Alright. This is literally the easiest battle, and I'm gonna show you why. There is no strategy to this map at all. You can beat it with one character.
In battle, I doubt I...
Alright. The question is which one to do. It's either gonna be... You can only... On the Black Eagles, I really only do it with 3 different ones depending on the builds I'm doing, which are these 3. But I'm gonna do it with Edelgard. Alright. Let's save. Alright, so how to beat this map with one character.
I will
You
prevail.
just see this tree right here? It gives you 40 avoid. Oh, you know what? I forgot something. Let's restart just in case. You gotta switch the Geralt's Mercenaries to give you one, it upgrades it super fast. So super important. So let's see here. Inventory, Italians, Geralt's Mercenaries. Assign. Alright. Not only is it the best on Edelgard, but it gives her a void. Alright, so let's save. Alright, now we're ready.
I will prevail.
Alright. So, these... Hang on. These trees only give 30 avoid. This one gives 40. So stand right there. Might as well... Well, let's switch to the sword. The whole point is to train the sword. We'll just gambit these guys. Oh. Yeah, let's do it. Alright. We'll just wait. See, she's doubling all of them. Just to... I'll show you what's happening, and then I'm gonna skip through everything. She's just gonna double everyone. Even though they have lances and she has a sword, she is way faster, way better. Also, she has a chance to heal herself, so she probably doesn't even need a vulnerary. This is why Edelgard is going to be such a good sword master. She can heal herself. Literally, you could beat the game with just Edelgard.
I must
Strength,
get stronger.
magic, defense, resist. Good. Alright. We're just gonna stay here, but we're gonna attack this guy.
Failure is not an option. Is that all?
Nice. Oh. Okay, we're gonna skip the rest. Alright. They're not quite lined up yet. Once they're lined up, we'll do another battalion. There we go. Now, if I was like trying to really maximize the growth of Edelgard, I would have like Byleth's sword that was halfway broken, and then let it break, and then she wouldn't be hitting all these guys, and I could just really power level swords.
We won't hold back.
But we're not gonna do that. Oh, what? There we go. I am gonna go into the Lord class to get her oh, I forget that attack. But it's gonna help a lot, I
Failure
think.
is not an option. Witness my power.
Let's just skip. There we go. See, she's not even taking hits. She's probably gonna heal before she needs to take before she takes hits.
Your defeat was inevitable.
Okay, she took a hit there.
I'm getting
Good. Sword prowess is up.
my effort.
We're not gonna get Wrath Strike before this, but oh well. We will before the next chapter for sure. Also, another character where this is really good with is Dimitri. Dimitri is a really good sword character too.
Is that all? Wow, how was that?
If not better than Edelgard. I think it's close.
Your defeat was inevitable.
All the house leaders, in my opinion, are the best sword masters.
You're weak.
Once she gets strong enough stat-wise, I could even switch her to a dancer, because she'll have the dancer
How was
class,
that?
and she will still be like ridiculously strong. I'm pretty sure. Alright, that's how you beat that. Alright, we're almost done with the monastery phase. The next thing is the seminar. And to be honest with you, I haven't really thought about the strategy to the seminar because I don't really use them for this one. And I don't really need to rush anything like that's hard to get. Like I'm gonna get Curve Shot with Petra and Wrath Strike. Let's instruct manually. And Wrath Strike with Edelgard. So I'm not worried about that. Right, the question is, do I go Bernadetta here? We're gonna go Hubert, so we get an extra spell, for sure. There we go.
It's all in here.
And Dorothea. We want to get an extra spell with her, too. Bernadetta's the next important one. We need to get her to Brigand, at least. I hate using points on this, but we have to. Because of the weakness. Alright, the seminar's about to happen, so do we want to switch anyone up? We're gonna get the bow. Ah, dang, we might have to do a bow seminar. Or did she get it? I think she has it. Yeah. If not, we'll be fine. I think a sword seminar is the way to go. So we'll switch Hubert to give him a little boost in swords. Reason. Yeah, that should be good. That should be good. Again, lecture.
Professor.
Hubert is gonna be an assassin, so. Oh, why did I do that? I needed that.
We finished.
Ugh. Did I save after? Let me save scum that. Let's see. After battle, okay, good. That was just a dumb mistake. I wouldn't have reset. I'm pretty sure it affects your professor level. And these early games, you have to have that professor level up. So we're gonna save scum that. Okay, all we have to do is instruct again. We already know what we're doing. Hubert. Okay, good. Bernadetta. Sorry about that, you guys.
Thanks for
Not
the
that
help.
anyone's watching this. This is one of my first videos, so. Alright, and let's go there. You know, technically this might be better. We'll wait till we have one more spell. But then the professor bonus is going to help her get Hexblade super quick. Alright, begin lecture.
Professor.
Yes.
I'll keep my voice.
I may say.
Yeah, that. Did it? Yeah, it affects professor level. Yeah, we definitely needed to reset that.
We finished.
I will master this. How long will this take?
I think I got it.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
I see now.
Now for the seminar. Oh, did I switch Hubert's swords? Oh, there we go. Nope. Sword. Reason. Sword. Good. Alright, we're doing a sword one. Might as well do this. We're not going to watch them. But they do have impact on gameplay, so you gotta do them. Seminar time. Swords. Swords and Faith. Or do we probably want this one. Authority. The the faith is only going to help Linhardt, and he doesn't really need help with that. Okay, let's do that. Where's Edelgard at?
Study.
Did I not switch her to swords? I'm gonna be so mad.
Perfect.
Edelgard should have been in that. Oh, that's weird. Alright. Alright, that's the monastery phase for chapter 2. Alright, so, hey, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Toodaloo.